Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to talk about getting out of a contract. Now, before I start, this is not a way to close your eyes, sign whatever sounds great in the moment, and then try to maneuver out of it later. These are the legitimate, only legal ways to get out of a contract. And the reason for this video is that I have had several situations lately where people are claiming they were taken advantage of, and poor me, and how did this happen, and I was young. Listen, if you have capacity, which means you are over 18 years old, you have all of your mental faculties, you are legally able to enter into contracts, you don't have a guardian appointed for you, you're not under psychiatric care, you are not drunk out of your mind, and you are not drugged, then if you sign something, you are responsible for it. And it can be enforced against you subject to these defenses. So please have someone, not your daddy, not your mommy, not your minister, not your dentist, some attorney, look at your contract. If there's anything in there you don't understand, because you can't claim later that you didn't understand. And you will be responsible for fulfilling that agreement. You can't say, I changed my mind. You can't say, it's a bad deal and I could have gotten a better deal with someone else. You agreed to it. So if you agreed to it, you should consider yourself stuck with it unless one of these legal defenses or other situations might apply. And importantly, when I said don't send it to your mommy or your daddy to look at, you cannot rely on people who are not a party to the contract to help you explain it. And furthermore, in most written contracts, there is a section in there that says you are not signing this in reliance on something even someone, a party to the contract, said. You are only signing it under the terms that are stated in writing. So look for that clause. It's called a merger clause, and the court will not let you talk about things you talked about while you were signing the contract unless the contract is ambiguous. A section that doesn't work, they'll kick it out, but that won't necessarily invalidate the whole thing. So I don't want to be doom and gloom, but please get it reviewed. It'll save you time. Yes, it might be a bad deal, but then you won't get into the bad deal. It will prevent it, and prevention is a lot better than years of fighting and angst and money later. Okay, here are, with all that big rant, with that big rant, here are the legal reasons that you can get out of. First of all, if it's a consumer transaction, such as a loan transaction, in the documents themselves, they may have cancellation provisions. One that does by law is a second mortgage or a home equity loan. You have a 3-day right of rescission. And as I say in another video, rescinding a contract means you are canceling it, and whatever you get, you give back. Now, from a practical standpoint, a rescission under a home equity loan, they're not going to give you the money until that 3-day period expires, because they're not going to risk giving you the money and then trying to get it back from you under your rescission or having some type of a delay. So you just won't get the money until those 3 days elapse or expire. If you can get the other party to agree to cancel it, then you can do it by agreement. You don't need to do anything fancy. Just write on it, we rescind it, we cancel it, and everybody goes away. As I said at the beginning, incapacity. Only people with capacity can enter into binding contracts. So legal age, legal capacity, have your wits about you. This is duress. This is something you see in the movies more often than in real life, although it does happen. Duress is when you are pressured, when there's literally a gun to your head or some other threat is made, you're in fear of your life, you're under extreme circumstances and forced to put your name on a contract. Overreaching, this one's not automatic, but this is someone taking advantage. But this is not just someone taking advantage because they know more than you, but it's someone taking advantage because of some real or perceived influence that they have over you. Someone who you trust, who has built up a trusting relationship. It's in probate situations for wills, it's called undue influence. If someone has such a relationship with you that you follow them along, it could be a cult situation or a close advisor or some other psychological or other overreaching situation. And then the big one is fraud. And fraud is misrepresentation, knowingly made or made with blatant disregard or careless disregard for whether something is true or not true. And they want you to rely on what they're saying, and you do rely on what they're saying, and you enter into the contract, and it's not good. It's not in your best interest. So, or it's just takes away something valuable from you for not enough money to you, something like that. So those are the legal defenses. Please get these things checked out for you. I hope this was helpful to you. If you learned something or was helpful, give us a thumbs up. Please share this with someone who complains about signing things and getting ripped off. Maybe this will give them a little bit of reinforcement to go and get it checked out. If it's important to you, you should have your contracts checked out by someone if you don't understand any of it. And you're not expected to understand all of it, so just get it checked out. Share this with someone if it will help them. Come back to see our other videos, and please subscribe. And thanks to everyone who has liked, subscribed, and shared. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.